Good morning.
So I'm just going to give a few remarks this morning, just talk a little bit about Wikipedia. And of course, this is now, coming up this weekend on the 15th is the 10th anniversary of the start of Wikipedia. So those of us who have been with Wikipedia for a long time, like me since I was there from the beginning, it's a really exciting milestone that we've made it this far. Today, of course, Wikipedia is the world's largest encyclopedia. It's completely free, it's online, and it's written all by volunteers, people who just volunteer their time to share knowledge and to build this really great resource that everyone is using. So first of all, I'll just ask a quick question. How many people here have used Wikipedia? Okay, basically everybody. Yeah, that's pretty good. How many of you have actually edited Wikipedia? That's a question. Oh, quite a few. That's great. That's really wonderful. I noticed, I think the students get older as they go back here, and so I saw more hands in the back than in the front, which makes a lot of sense. So, in talking about Wikipedia, hello. So what is Wikipedia? Of course, everybody's used Wikipedia, so you know it's encyclopedia, it's online. The most important thing to understand about Wikipedia, though, is that it's a freely licensed encyclopedia written by thousands of volunteers in many, many languages. So by freely licensed, what I mean, it's a very different idea from most of the things that you would see online. When we say it's freely licensed, that means that you're free to copy it, modify it, redistribute modified versions. So you can do all kinds of things with Wikipedia, and this has empowered people all around the world to do interesting things. I met a guy in South Africa who was going around with copies of Wikipedia on CDs to install into the computers in local schools where the kids had access to the computers in a computer lab, but they didn't have access to the internet. And so he was able to do this, and he didn't have to ask us permission or anything. He just downloaded the database and put it in these schools. And that's the kind of thing that we think is very exciting. We're giving this out for anyone to use any way they want. By free access, this is what we're talking about. We're saying Wikipedia is completely free to use, but it's also free to reuse and build other projects and do things. Now, of course, since this is a school, I should say, since the teachers don't kill me, this doesn't mean copy-paste your homework from Wikipedia. But it does mean that if you want to take some Wikipedia entries and build something new out of it, and give attribution and say, well, this is based on something from Wikipedia, that's perfectly fine with us. That's within the license. So it's a very different thing from most of what you find online. When I say what is the sum of human knowledge, Wikipedia is an encyclopedia. And so what that means is we're not everything in the universe, not every kind of book or work. What we try to do for every single topic in the world is give a very basic summary of the essential facts about that and lead you into further research. So there's right ways and wrong ways to use Wikipedia. So if you're, let's say you're reading a novel and it's set in World War II, and you read something about the Battle of the Bulge, and you think, oh, Battle of the Bulge, I remember I heard that in history, but I don't remember what it was all about. You can go to Wikipedia and learn about the Battle of the Bulge, and then you come back to the novel that you're reading with a richer understanding. You're really ready to go deeper than you would have been. If, on the other hand, you're assigned to write something about the Battle of the Bulge, you shouldn't just go to Wikipedia and then write your report. That's not really enough. It's really a starting point. So it's really about using it to enhance and enrich your knowledge of all parts of society. So today we have 16 million entries in Wikipedia, and this is across 270 different languages. So this is a really amazing thing to really contemplate. We have over 3 million articles in English, of course. We have over 1 million in both German and French. There are several other languages that are above 500,000. But what I'm really excited about, and what I think about the future, the next 10 years of Wikipedia, is all of the rest of the languages of the world. We have over 50,000 articles in Hindi, for example, which is the major language of India. We have around 20,000 entries now in Swahili, which is an important language in Africa. Those are still fairly small projects, but we're putting a lot of effort into increasing those. We're actually opening an office in India later this year to assist the Indian language communities in growing Wikipedia in their language. If we really think about what does the future hold for the internet, we all know what it means for us. We have instant access to information that was hard for us to do in the past. If we look in the future and we think about the next billion people who come online and the a billion people after that. It's going to be radically transforming of their cultures, their societies, as they join the global conversation that's the internet. I think it's really amazing. One of the fun things about Wikipedia, of course, is that it is so global. But one of the interesting things is that we were actually banned in China for about 3 years. China has quite a bit of censorship of the internet, but it's beginning to loosen up a little bit. We're not banned in China now. They still do filter certain pages, things that they're not happy about. The most recent example is the current winner of the Nobel Peace Prize is a Chinese dissident. They're very upset about that, so of course they're filtering all those pages out of Wikipedia, and they don't let people there read those pages, which is unfortunate. So Wikipedia is the one place, China is the one place I've been where I've talked to students who, I said, how many people have used Wikipedia? Every single hand in the room went up. In China, I've talked to students who've never heard of Wikipedia. But there's something amusing that's been happening. And unfortunately, the screen's quite small, so I'm not sure you're going to see this as well as I would like. But someone sent me this image. This is a menu in Beijing. One of the things they're serving on the menu is Wikipedia fried with eggs. Wikipedia fried with eggs? It's not just one. Here's beef brisket in Wikipedia flavor. So somebody sent me one of these and they said, Jimmy, what does this mean? And I said, I have no idea. I said, but I do know who will know. I'll ask the Chinese Wikipedians, what does this mean? So I emailed and said, what does this mean? And they wrote me back and they said, Jimmy, we have no idea. The best we can figure is just before the recent Olympics in Beijing, a lot of the restaurants in Beijing decided to translate their menus into English. They knew a lot of foreigners would be coming, so they wanted to prepare for that, so they translated their menus for the first time. And we think what they did is they just went into a search engine and typed the name of the food. Of course, anything you type in a search engine, the first link that comes up is Wikipedia, so they wrote Wikipedia. So that's kind of crazy. Wikipedia bread company. So we're only ranked, we're about the 50th most popular website in China. We're about number 5 almost everywhere else in the world. We're certainly in the top 10. So I was there and I visited the minister of the State Council Information Office who's in charge of censoring the internet. And I said, well, it's unfortunate that China's very far behind in Wikipedia. We're only ranked 50th here. And he said to me, oh, well, there's over 2 million Chinese websites, so 50's not so bad. All right. Anyway. So I figure if we can't become a top 10 website in China, maybe I'll just open a restaurant in China. So we had 408 million unique visitors last month, so that means 408 million people saw the website. If you really think about what that means globally, it's an astonishing number of people from all around the world are using Wikipedia every day. And so one of the interesting questions is, who writes Wikipedia? Who are the people who write Wikipedia? And one of the things is, why is this important to know? There's lots of reasons why it's important to know. Oh, so first thing, when I say who writes Wikipedia, it's the community. I wanted to say a little bit about the Wikimedia Foundation. So I set up Wikipedia in a charity. So we are a non-profit organization. We exist from donations from the general public. And interestingly, the slide's a little out of date. We only have 50 employees. So we have 400 million people using the site, but only 50 employees. This is an astonishing ratio. If you look at the top websites and you think about Google, Yahoo, Microsoft, Facebook, they all have hundreds or thousands of employees. We managed to get by with just 50 employees, and the reason for that is that everything that's on the site is contributed by volunteers. It's really a volunteer-driven community. It's really an amazing thing. And so why should we know who the Wikipedians are? This is somebody posted something on Twitter. A school teacher said, yesterday I asked one of my students if she knew what an encyclopedia is, and she said, is it something like Wikipedia? And so for your generation, for young people, Wikipedia is your encyclopedia. It's exactly where you go to for basic information of all kinds. Anytime you want to know something, it's there for you to give you the basic information that you need. And so we take a lot of thought. I put a lot of thought and concern into how do we make Wikipedia as good as it possibly can be. People really count on us. We really need good people to help us make it as good as possible. So who are the Wikipedians? Who writes it? Well, unfortunately, it's about 87% male. So it's a lot of tech geek males who's participating. We're trying to change that. We're doing a lot more outreach to women. One of the things that we know, one of the reasons that Wikipedia has traditionally been 87% male is that obsessing over the most tiniest details of something to make sure that everything is exactly right. Now, of course, Wikipedia has a lot of errors in it. All encyclopedias have a lot of errors. So we have to be very, very careful about Wikipedia. But the wonderful thing about Wikipedia is that there are lots and lots of good people who think, you know, I saw a mistake in Wikipedia, I should fix that. I think I can contribute to this, I can make it better. And that's the general attitude of most people, which is, yeah, back here. I'm gonna step back because I can't quite hear you. Yep. How do you get the sweat? Your things into Wikipedia. So the main thing about Wikipedia, if you want to put some information in Wikipedia, all you have to do is come to the site and just click on Edit on a page, and then you can just add some information. So if you see an entry there, you click on Edit and you'll see the text is there for you to be able to change. You can make a change and you can save. You don't even have to log in for most of the entries. A few of the entries you have to log in because people put pranks in them and things like that. If it's about someone really famous or something like that, we don't like it when people do that. But generally we try to keep it very, very open. But the main thing is, when you put information into Wikipedia, what the community is really looking for is true information, valid information, and one of the best things you can do is give a source for what you have. So if you see, in the newspaper, you see that some event has happened, and you want to add it to an entry in Wikipedia, what you'll want to do is put in that and put in the link. And there's instructions on the side on how to do that. It's pretty easy, although as I said earlier, we're trying to make it a lot easier. So, okay, one more. Over here, in the corner. Hello, hello. Pardon? Oh, okay. He says thanks for doing his biology homework. You're welcome. Great. I think what he meant to say is, thanks for allowing me to not just stop with my biology homework, but to get really curious and interested and read 20 other things about biology that I didn't even know I wanted to know. That's what we like. So I think we're probably out of time. So I want to thank you all for having me this morning. I would apologize for the video, but it seems like it was the most fun part of the whole thing. So thank you very much.